All right, so we're out here building a chicken coop, and there's our chop saw. We got all our tools. This is the old Rooster house that we used about 4 years ago.
If you can call that a house.
And Roosters actually got pulled out and eaten through the mesh. It's not a really safe scenario.
And sometimes it got knocked over too.
Yeah. So this is going to be bomb-proof and bear-proof. We're using dimensional timber here for the frame, which is now set in the ground about 3 feet. Thanks to our friends over at Hemp Lucid. Chase, and who else helped?
Talon.
Yeah. I hope that was everyone. But we're going to do a kind of time lapse as we build this. So I'm just going to film from a stationary position right here throughout the process, and we'll see how it goes. Now the first thing Leah and I are going to do is put in a pseudo rim joist. We're going to use this 1-inch material that we have laying around. It's really big. It's actually 2-inch by 2-inch left over from a cut as a rim inside of here. We're going to just drop it down and put it somewhere right around there so that when we put the floor in, which is this material that we got a whole pallet of for 30 bucks, which is actually pallet wood, so that we can put that in and it'll look like that. Flush and amazing. So that's what we're going to do first. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Beauty. So we got these 2 boxes built, which is the front and the back wall. The back wall is going to be bigger and higher, and the roof is going to slope down to where the sun rises in the winter so that we get some snow melt. And we're using this old wood that we found at our other property down the road for the siding. So it's going to be bear proof and bomb proof. Just letting it dry out here before we put it up. And Leah's cutting the final piece, and then we'll assemble this baby. More framing stuff. How are you on the end?
Perfect.
Flush?
Flush.
Some of these bummer screws. need to go flush with my end. So just bring it as flush to the front as possible. Okay. Specials.
Oh, this leaves some room for our fence here.
For our siding?
Yeah. Well, we might have to move this stake still.
Yeah, good idea.
But the fact that this doesn't reach the edge, it sort of helps, doesn't it?
That's a pretty decent slope. I think it'll shed.
Plus it's in the sun.
Yeah. So that's where we're at.
We've made some progress.
The battery went dead.
On the camera?
No, on the screw gun.
Yeah.
So we got the little chicken door set up. We got some of our roof on. Well, some of the joists on. And 2 of the walls. And that's pretty good progress for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And now we're going to dinner. Look at that. You could rent this for $150 a month in this area. Look at that.
Well, if you're in New York City, you could rent it for about $2 grand.
Beautiful. So we got some framing done. We finished up 2 of the walls and started putting in this window. It's going to be 2 panes. We're just using whatever we got to get it done. And so that's the other pane. And found a piece of used plywood that we're going to use for the door. I also cut this custom chicken door here. It's going to go right in there. And it should look pretty sweet. And Alan just cut the roof pieces from some repurposed roofing we had out in the trash pile. So, we're making progress. No? That's the long one there? Let me see that one.
Yeah.
No, because I want it to come down
You want
here.
to reveal there, yeah.
Anything further. Can you hold it right there? Over here? It's important to hold the hand because I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yep. Up there. So, progress. piece.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I got one more though on this door that I want to get. It's super tight. Perfect.
Run a magnet. Uh-oh.
We're gonna need that.
Yep.
And what are we doing for that top corner?
1 minute.
One more piece of this. Maybe even that piece we cut off might be long enough.
You wanna hold it?
Yeah.
I'll go in the hole. Good.
Good. You got it all?
Yeah.
You want this to be flush?
No, yeah, push that up. And make sure that that side is overhanging almost 4 inches, like to here. How much is the overhang? Right there, so that the ridge is in the middle.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we got this much.
Yeah, at least it's fine.
And then this needs to come forward a little bit.
Good. At least flush or?
Yeah,
At least
they're
right
both
on
like a smidge over. You look like you're on it, as far as I can tell.
Want something?
Just go ahead and double check. Nope. Or I think you're in it, but you're on the edge. That's the problem.
On it.
What we do is caulk this.
Yeah, got that whole stuff. Okay. I'll get a ladder from the end.
Okay. We'll just reach this section.
Yeah, that one
over
is
here.
again.
You just happen to go in between the frame and
Got
the
it.
side.
Good. Good.
Want the other piece?
Long screws for that. What?
The other piece up?
Yeah, we need a ladder. We need a ladder. All right, it's done. It's done with spare parts. It's big enough for Leah to stay in
This is my new house.
with Al.
Yeah.
He's got a perch made out of really old juniper with purple centers. This is probably an 80-year-old branch.
And mind you, this house is for roosters, not hens, which is why it does not have egg boxes.
Yeah, just a rooster house. Which you could, I guess, use for turkeys or any other bird. But it's very overbuilt with extreme doors and extreme hinges, which I picked up for $2 each. And it's made by stuff just laying around. It's totally crooked, but that's how we designed it. We designed to build it as we go. You can see some of that crookedness here on the left side. But all in all, it's got a nice little eave for the door to keep it weatherproof. And we're just going to put some latches on.
Little Solex to let a little light in there.
And there it is.
Not too much light, so we don't get so much growing in the morning.
Yeah. Now we want these guys to think it's dark. So it's dark in here.
I need a latch. 2 latches.
Alright, there it is. There it is. Rooster house. And that's a boom.